March 19th in history. In 721 BC, Babylon was the intellectual heart of the ancient world. Scholars called Dans watched the night sky from towering ziggurats, obsessively cataloging the heavens. On March 19th, a total lunar eclipse darkened the full moon. Babylonian astronomers recorded every detail on wet clay: the hour, the duration, the blood-red color. That clay tablet survives. Modern astronomers confirmed the eclipse through back calculation, making it one of the oldest precisely verified astronomical records in human history. In 1563, France teetered on the edge of collapse. Catholics and Huguenots clashed in brutal street battles, tearing the kingdom apart. Regent Catherine de' Medici signed the Edict of Amboise, granting Huguenots limited worship rights but only to nobles and select towns. The fragile peace shattered within years. Decades of religious wars followed, scarring France until the Edict of Nantes in 1598. In 1649, England stood transformed. King Charles I had just been executed, and Parliament ruled alone, a radical republic born from civil war. On March 19th, the Rump Parliament voted to abolish the House of Lords, declaring it useless and dangerous to the people of England. The Lords were gone for 11 years, until monarchy returned in 1660. The act proved that centuries of aristocratic power could be swept away overnight. In 1871, Paris was a city on edge. France had just lost the Franco-Prussian War, leaving citizens humiliated, hungry, and armed. On March 19th, government troops sent to seize National Guard cannons refused orders and fraternized with the crowd. The Thiers government fled to Versailles, leaving Paris to the people. The Paris Commune ruled for 72 days before a brutal crackdown. It became the defining symbol of socialist revolution, inspiring Marx, Lenin, and movements across the globe. In 1918, the United States was deep in World War I. Congress sought every advantage to boost wartime productivity and conserve precious coal. On March 19, 1918, Congress passed the Standard Time Act, establishing official time zones and introducing daylight saving time nationwide for the very first time. Though repealed then revived, daylight saving time was standardized in 1966 and endures today, shifting over 1 billion hours of daylight annually across America. In 1932, Sydney Harbour divided a growing city. For 9 years, thousands of workers labored to build an unprecedented steel arch across the water. On March 19, 1932, the Sydney Harbour Bridge officially opened, the world's widest long-span bridge and tallest steel arch ever built. The bridge transformed Sydney, uniting North and South. Today it remains an enduring icon, hosting millions of crossings and the world-famous New Year's Eve fireworks. In 1945, the USS Franklin sailed just 50 miles from Japan, closer than any other American carrier had dared, launching strikes deep into the enemy's heart. 2 Japanese bombs struck the crowded flight deck, igniting fuel and armed aircraft. Massive explosions tore through the ship, killing 807 men in one of the war's deadliest naval disasters. Against all odds, the crew saved their ship. The Franklin limped home, a testament to extraordinary courage, becoming the most decorated U.S. Navy ship of World War II. In 1953, Hollywood held its breath. The 25th Academy Awards was about to make history, not just on stage, but in living rooms across America. For the first time, a national TV audience watched the Oscars live. Millions gathered around their sets as Gary Cooper and Shirley Booth claimed acting honors, and The Greatest Show on Earth won Best Picture. That single broadcast redefined Hollywood forever. The Oscars became America's grandest annual ritual, binding cinema and TV into a spectacle that endures to this day. In 1970, Germany was a nation divided. 2 separate states, West and East, had existed since World War II, separated by walls, wire, and ideology. On March 19th, Chancellor Willy Brandt crossed into Erfurt, East Germany, the first ever meeting between the 2 German heads of government. Crowds of East Germans mobbed him, chanting his name. The Erfurt summit launched Brandt's Ostpolitik, a bold policy of engagement with the East that eased Cold War tensions and laid the groundwork for eventual German reunification in 1990. In 2003, the United States and coalition allies stood poised on the Iraqi border, ready to launch one of the most consequential military operations of the century. On March 19th, U.S. forces launched Operation Iraqi Freedom with massive airstrikes on Baghdad, targeting Saddam Hussein's regime and toppling his government within weeks. The war lasted nearly 9 years, claiming hundreds of thousands of lives and reshaping the Middle East, its legacy of instability still felt across the region today. In 2020, a silent crisis gripped the world. California, home to 40 million people, stood at the edge of an unprecedented decision. On March 19, Governor Newsom issued America's first statewide stay-at-home order, shuttering businesses, schools, and public life overnight. California's order triggered a nationwide cascade of lockdowns, forever altering how the world responds to public health crises.